An Indian Defence Minister, Rajnath Singh, embarked at sea on Tuesday to witness the Indian Navy's ability to conduct twin carrier operations. The demonstration was held as part of the first edition of Naval Commanders Conference, which is being held in hybrid form. During the inaugural session, both the aircraft carriers showcased their ability to safeguard India's maritime interest. The Chief of Defence Staff, along with the Chief of the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force, will also engage with the naval commanders over the next 2 days. They will explore avenues to enhance tri-service synergy and readiness in defence of the nation. And marking a pivotal moment in India's defence modernisation journey, Indian Navy to commission the newly inducted MH-60R Seahawk multi-role helicopter on 6th March at INS Garuda, Kochi. The Indian Navy is set to witness a significant surge in its maritime prowess with induction of the Seahawks. The helicopter has been rigorously tested in Indian reference atmosphere conditions and is fully integrated into the fleet. The MH-60R helicopter would enhance India's blue water capabilities, extending the operational reach of the Indian Navy and supporting sustained naval operations across spectrums and over vast maritime domains. Also, on the other hand, the Indian Navy swiftly responded to a drone strike on a Liberian-flagged commercial vessel in the Gulf of Aden on Tuesday. Indian Navy ship Kolkata promptly responded and rescued the Liberian vessel. INS Kolkata was deployed in the region for maritime security operations. This incident came amid concerns over the safety of commercial vessels in the Red Sea due to attacks by Houthi militants. Over the past few weeks, the Indian Navy has provided assistance to several merchant vessels in the Western Indian Ocean following such attacks. And for more on this, we have a correspondent, Nandita Dagar, with us. Well, Nandita, Indian Navy is continuously emerging in a leadership role in Indian Ocean region due to its increasing multidimensional capabilities. It will also commission the newly inducted MH-60R Seahawk multi-role helicopter in INS Jatayu today. Could you tell us more about this?
Yes, good morning, Lepakshi. What has happened is that this MH-60R Seahawk chopper will give the Navy sea legs, long sea legs, which means that this helicopter, with the provision of folding its wings as well as its rotors, can be carried on aircraft carriers, frigates, cruisers, destroyers. It's very easy for this chopper to embark on these surface vessels, and that is why the reach of the Indian Navy will increase, and that is why it is another step in the direction of Indian Navy becoming an even more blue water navy. Secondly, you mentioned about INS Jatayu. Already the Lakshadweep Islands had a small detachment, the Dweep Rakshak, but now this small detachment in the southernmost island of Lakshadweep, the Minicoy, has been renamed, this naval detachment, as INS Jatayu. Again, this will serve as an outpost for Indian Navy in the Arabian Sea. India is very lucky and is very fortuitous to have islands such as Andaman and Nicobar in the Bay of Bengal. In the same way, these islands in the Bay of Bengal are just like a static aircraft carrier for the Indian Navy, and very, very apt and completely will help in India's operations, anti-piracy operations, as well as search and rescue, casualty evacuation operations in the Arabian Sea. As you know, Lepakshi, for the past 3 to 4 months, the Indian Navy has picked up a very high tempo of operations in the Arabian Sea and Gulf of Aden, following the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. There, the Houthis have actually targeted vessels, merchant vessels, and has carried out missile strikes on them. So also the piracy also has seen an upsurge, and that is why the Indian Navy's this newly commissioned base, the INS Jatayu, will help in the operations of the Indian Navy as per Prime Minister Modi's directive or initiative of security and growth for all in the region. That is the Sagar initiative, and that is why this island serves as India's outpost and will give long sea legs to the Indian Navy.
All right. Also, Nandita, what else is planned for the first edition of Naval Commanders Conference, which began yesterday?
Yes, the Naval Commanders Conference, there will be several cross-deck operations on the two aircraft carriers, the Vikrant and the Vikramaditya. Vikrant, of course, was commissioned just last year by our Prime Minister. It's a huge symbolic, it's a symbol of Make in India or Atmanirbhar Bharat, India's self-reliance in matters of military. Anti-submarine warfare will be witnessed. There will be chopper operations. Garuda or the naval commandos will be showing their slithering from helicopters, carrying out search and rescue. So these kind of demos and drills, of course, will take place. And the Navy in its 3 days will mull over the future course of action that it is going to take over the next year. Of course, there is a blueprint made for the Navy's progress and its capacity building, capability augmentation for the next 20 years. But then in the next coming 1 year, what are the operational challenges? What are the administrative challenges? What is the global scenario? How it is changing the regional scenario? How the Navy will react to it? And this year has been earmarked as the Navy's year of the civilian. The Navy's welfare efforts for its personnel, civilians, they also will be in full force in this Commanders Conference. Also, Lepakshi, this conference will also see a significant integration between how to boost integration between the Army, Air Force and the Navy to conduct joint operations. And jointmanship is one of the directives that has been set by Prime Minister Modi, and that is what the Chief of Defence, that is why the Chief of Defence Staff, General Anil Chauhan, is also there to witness these operations and to be a part of these brainstorming sessions.
All right, integration of the three forces, a major point there. Thank you so much, Nandita, for that update.